So picture this. You're sitting in a room, and on one side of the room, there's a girl about 5 feet tall with blonde hair. And on the other side of the room, there's a 6'3" boy, kind of tall in my eyes, brown hair. You're sitting there and you look at both of them. Picture this though. When you're sitting there, you realize that the girl has Down syndrome and that the boy has a mental disability that hinders his speech. You're sitting in a room with them, but it's no different than sitting in a room with anyone else. See, I've created a deception of your stereotypes that you created. Over 15% of the world's population has some sort of disability. So at some point in your life, you will encounter someone with a disability, and it is nothing to be afraid of. Kids nowadays think that they weren't taught how to talk to kids with disabilities. But you were, because when you were in kindergarten, you were taught how to talk to the girl or boy sitting next to you like they were your best friend. And a child with a disability is nothing different than you are. A quote by John Quincy Adams says, "Patience and perseverance have a magical effect before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish." I am a member of this school's Special Olympics Club, Executive Board and Partners PE class. I have worked with many kids over a 3-year period. They are the most incredible kids you ever meet. I met a girl 2 summers ago. She was the most amazing person I've ever met. She taught me incredible life lessons, and it all started in our pool. I was standing up on the edge of the pool, and she was in the pool already. See, I look at her, and she tells me to get in. But my fear tells me not to jump in, because at this point, one of us is going to sink, and I didn't think it would be me. But at this point, our sink or swim aspect had to come into play, and after her constantly telling us to just hop in the pool and come with her, I realized that what was holding us back that day was not her or her disability, it was my fear, because her disability was not something to be afraid of. It was just something to add to her personality. She also has taught me the fact that you can do anything no matter how big or small you are. One day at our bocce tournaments, she came up next to me and was standing there, and our sponsors came up and told us that we were going to be singing the national anthem in front of the whole crowd. I was intimidated because that was a large crowd of people. But she walked up there, she took the microphone and started singing. She sang every note of it and tried her very best. I'm standing there almost in tears because I am shocked at what she had just showed the audience. The audience, I don't know how many of them were in tears, but I know I would have been if that was what I saw. She was incredible. And I moved on to see her do this many times. We didn't do it once, we didn't do it twice, we did it 3 times. All different events, all different days, and nothing held her back. The same thing occurred when I walked into school one morning, and she had a bag. It was as big as her. And I said, "What are you doing?" And she pulls out this big pink dress, and she shows me her prom dress. And I start thinking, when I went and I bought my prom dress, the first thing I did was pull it out, put it on, and take a picture to show my friends. And what was she doing? She pulled it out, showed me, because she was showing her friends. It just reinstated in my mind that there is no difference if a person has a disability or not. It's not something to be afraid of. They are normal kids. We are normal kids. Similarly, I met a boy. He was the same thing. He was incredible. I worked with him first at bocce, the same place I had worked with her. He was on my team, but he was 6'3", and I was highly intimidated. He's standing next to me, saying nothing. So I walk next to him, and I just start giving him some basic directions of what to do and how to win the game. So he steps in, and he throws it, exactly like I had said. Everything went as planned, and he won us multiple games. But the best part about the fact of that was that every time we won, he was the first to cheer us on. And every time we lost, he was the first to cheer us on to go farther. No matter what, he was pushing us to go farther. And it showed that sadness isn't the way to get through life. You bring it up happy, and anyone can bring someone up to be happy. We also went and played basketball down at Pitt. He came up next to me because he knew that I would work with him. I went next to him, I showed him where to stand, and he was scoring 3-pointers. I couldn't score a 3-pointer, and many people can't. But he was standing next to me, and he did it. He won us games there, but the first person again to cheer us on when we won or lost was him. He kept us going. He was the way to get us to keep going. And a few weeks later, he walked into our choir class, a class of 100 kids. It's an intimidating room to be a part of. You walk in and you see him sitting at a piano. He's sitting there ready to play you a song. And he does. He plays the Star-Spangled Banner like there was no problems. It was perfect, and little you find out later is that he has blown through every beginner's book, every book past that, and that is where he's at now. He has made it so far just with such small determination that pushes him more and more every day. And it just shows that you can use determination to do anything in life. And again, it's not the disability that comes at you when you first meet someone. It's their amazing personality and determination and focus that keeps you going. These kids are incredible. And again, I'm not saying that right now you should go and jump full-fledged into this. I was where you are today. A few years ago, I couldn't have talked to someone with a disability because I was unsure of their capability. There is no holding back. You learn something new every day, and sometimes the best lessons you learn in life are because of them. You sit in school days for 8 periods a day, and you read, and you do math, and you learn all of this. But there is no class to teach you that everyone is equal in what they can do. Again, this quote, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. Anything can be so big to create someone's happiness because everyone deserves happiness. I walk past the same classroom every morning, and I see the same boy sitting there, and he says to me, "Good morning." And I walk past, and I tell him good morning back. And he'll tell me the weather for the day, what day of the week it is, and when is his birthday. And today is his birthday. We are sitting there, and his simple good morning to me makes me smile for the rest of my day and makes him have a great day. Something so simple like that can change someone's life because you never know what people are doing or going through. People can be changed by a simple good morning or hello. Kids like us, especially in this high school, are so incredibly lucky. We have a huge high school and a huge Special Olympics and Partners PE and music program. We are so incredibly lucky because we have so many opportunities. And you see, all of these kids have taken those opportunities and done something to step it up and join a part of, even if it was a simple good morning or something as big as running an event at our Summer Olympics. This is about 200 kids, and this is from 2 of our events we've had. But when you put the 200 kids in retrospect to our entire school, it's nothing. It's somewhere to start because we are trying to create a world of color and imagination, but it's not close enough. This is 200 out of our 1,400 kids. Someday, we can make this 1,400 kids all united and colorful. And I know that not everyone will be able to do that, but hopefully we can reverse this so that it's only 200 people that aren't involved in some way. We can break the barrier between a disability and an ability because we can expect the unexpected. Thank you.